The movie opens on the streets of Djibouti, February 3, 1976. A school bus moves through the neighborhood, stopping house by house to collect children on their way to school. As the bus slows to pick up the last two kids, everything changes in seconds. Four Somali kidnappers storm onto the bus, weapons raised, and hijack it. They force the driver to turn away from the city and head straight toward the Djibouti-Somalia border. The father of the last two children witnesses the horror unfold. He runs after the bus on foot, screaming helplessly, but the vehicle disappears into the distance. With no other choice, he rushes back home to report the kidnapping. The bus leaves the town behind and speeds onto a lonely desert highway. Inside, terrified children tremble. One innocent child asks if they are still going to school. The answer is a slap, silencing the bus with fear. Back at the school, a teacher arrives early and prepares her classroom, waiting for her students. Minutes pass. Then more. No children arrive. Panic spreads as teachers compare notes and realize multiple children are missing. On the highway, two military jeeps begin following the bus, attempting to intercept it. The kidnappers scream at the driver to block them, causing chaos on the road. The soldiers radio ahead, urgently ordering the border forces to shut everything down. Metal spikes are deployed across the road. The bus hits them at full speed, tires explode, the driver loses control, and the vehicle skids violently before coming to a stop in the no-man's land between two borders. And just like that, a normal school morning turns into an international hostage crisis, with dozens of innocent children trapped between nations, and time already running out. The leader of the hijackers forces the bus driver out and orders him to walk back toward the Djibouti side. His message is clear and cold: tell the soldiers to leave, or the children will pay the price. Thousands of miles away in Paris, a French soldier named André sits beside his hospitalized daughter. The quiet tension of the hospital is broken when a nurse receives an urgent call, one meant specifically for him. André takes the phone, listens in silence, then hangs up. Without hesitation, he makes another call, contacting Pierre, and orders him to notify Lorca, Campier, and Lorraine. Soon after, André meets his commander, Michel, who lays out the situation. A school bus has been hijacked, 21 children are held hostage, and 3 of them are American. The mission is sensitive, international, and explosive. André and his team are ordered to travel as civilians, board a plane to Egypt, cross into Djibouti by land, and wait for further instructions. The team moves fast: airport, flight to Egypt, then a long truck ride across harsh terrain toward Djibouti. Back on the ground, French military personnel are already positioning around the crisis zone. The children's teacher arrives at the scene, refusing to stay behind, and runs toward the stranded bus, determined to protect her students. As André and his team finally arrive, they stop at a distance and begin surveillance, watching, waiting, calculating every move. Because from this point on, one mistake won't cost soldiers' lives, it will cost children's lives. Through constant surveillance, the team uncovers a disturbing truth: the hijackers are repeatedly crossing to the Somali side, openly communicating with Somali soldiers. This confirms what André feared: Somalia is directly involved. Determined to understand the situation better, André chooses to approach the bus himself, risking everything. One of his teammates and a CIA agent named Philip cover him from a distance, ready to intervene if things go wrong. But André quickly realizes the danger. The terrain is completely flat. There is nowhere to hide, nowhere to maneuver. That night, the team prepares. They gear up, load their sniper rifles, and silently move into position. The plan is simple, precise, and deadly. Each shooter has one assigned target. On the count of 3, all hijackers are to be eliminated simultaneously. By morning, every man is in position. André calmly assigns targets one by one. Each sniper locks in. He requests authorization to fire. Paris refuses. The order is clear: wait until 3 terrorists exit the bus, leaving only one inside. André tries to explain that such a situation is unlikely, but headquarters stands firm. So they wait. At midday, 2 French soldiers attempt a humanitarian gesture, bringing food and water for the children. Suddenly, a terrified child runs toward one of the soldiers, begging him to take her away. A gunshot rings out. The soldier is killed instantly. Back at camp, Andre retrieves supplies for his team. At the same time, the teacher manages to convince the terrorists to let the slapped child receive medical attention. The two meet briefly, and the teacher delivers critical information. The terrorists are planning to transport the children into Somalia, using another bus already on the way. Time is running out. The teacher returns to the bus with juice for the children, juice secretly laced with sleeping agents, ensuring they won't hear what's coming. Meanwhile, Somali forces and equipment begin massing at the border. The second bus arrives. Andre contacts headquarters again. The response is the same: stand down. Act only if 3 terrorists exit the bus. With no options left, Andre turns to his team and asks the question that changes everything. Will they obey orders and let innocent children disappear into Somalia? Or disobey and save them? One by one, every man agrees. Even Philip, the CIA agent, nods. Targets are reacquired. Breathing slows. Andre grabs the radio and delivers one final message. We are engaging. He cuts the line before hearing the response. Paris erupts in fury, but it's too late. On a single, synchronized command, 4 shots ring out. Every hijacker inside the bus is eliminated instantly. Silence follows, heavy, absolute. No movement, no screams, only the sound of children sleeping. And in that moment, the line between obedience and heroism is crossed forever. One of the terrorists stationed on the Somali side rushes back toward the bus, alarmed by the sudden silence. The moment he sees his comrades lying dead inside, rage takes over. He raises his AK-47, but before he can pull the trigger, a single shot drops him instantly. Across the border, Somali soldiers identify the sniper's position and respond with heavy machine gun fire, unleashing bullets toward both the firing line and the bus at the same time. The Djibouti side remains silent, refusing to intervene. Realizing no help is coming, Andre makes a split-second decision. They will fight alone. Using their elite marksmanship, the team begins eliminating Somali soldiers one by one. Some move forward toward the bus, shielding the children while taking out gunners using heavy weapons to reduce incoming fire. Under relentless pressure, they finally reach the bus and form a defensive perimeter, shooting down anyone who attempts to approach. The firefight is brutal and overwhelming, and still, no support arrives from Djibouti. As ammunition runs low, the team switches to their revolvers, refusing to retreat. In the chaos, Andre spots a foreign commander on the Somali side, the man coordinating the attack. Andre steadies his aim, fires once, and kills him instantly. Panic spreads through the Somali forces. Without leadership, they break formation and begin retreating. Moments later, the CIA agent Philip, who had been sent back earlier, returns with a truck. The children are rushed aboard and driven out of the combat zone at full speed. Only then do Djibouti soldiers finally arrive, after the battle is already over. When the dust settles, the cost is revealed. Only 1 child was lost. This was not fiction. This was a real operation carried out by the French elite counterterrorism unit GI Jin, a unit that still operates today. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and help the channel grow.